It is nice and early on Monday, January 20th. So get my day going. I'm actually a little bit late right now. It's about 5:30, and normally I've gotten about 30 minutes of working out in at this point. I'm doing a run today. It's a little bit of a I wouldn't say it's a lazy day because I got a busy day, but around the house is kind of a lazy day. Four out of the five people, sorry, three out of the five people don't have anything to do today necessarily. The school is out. It's a federal holiday, but two out of the five, all the boys got stuff to do. So today, like I said, I got a busy day, client meetings, got a opportunity coming up later on the day that I need to talk to somebody about. Just trying to keep things going. 2025 is going to be my year. It is my year so far. It's going to be my year. It's going to be amazing. Um, so I'm trying to keep momentum going and also keep my expectations low in case things don't pan out because that happens obviously quite a bit in everyone's world where you get your hopes up and then things happen and they're not there anymore. So trying to keep things going, trying to keep my expectations in line, in check, and really wanting to just keep making these changes, make changes in my daily life and my daily habits and my business and my family all across the board. Um, Five core values: health, wealth, excellence, leadership, and adventure. So, looking forward to having all of those this year. Pushing forward, I've got a trip planned. I'm on another trip with the whole family. Um, just want to keep it rolling, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. I am in sales. Things, have a way of coming in and coming out. So it's okay. And I'm going to keep pushing forward and keep doing what I got to do. And I, this time of year is normally kind of on the slower side for me. And it's not this year, which is great. I have a lot going on. It's good for me. And I just want to keep things rolling. And I guess I'm a little worried that it's just suddenly going to stop and everything's going to fall through. But I think this life is sales too. I think that's just what we deal with in the sales profession is that people come in and people come out. And it's not unlike my personal life as well because things come in, things go out. And you don't have control over everything. You got control over some things. We probably have a lot less control over things than we even think we do. So just trying my best to keep things going. And like I said on previous videos, like I'm really excited about the different things that are going on, the different opportunities that are presenting themselves and things that I'm trying to take advantage of. So there's a lot of good things. And speaking mostly on the business side here, there's a lot of good things that I want to take advantage of that I think now is a good time for it. And I'm going to continue to press on and press on and press on and listen to good speakers, read good books, and just try to put myself out there and grow myself and grow my practice and grow my family. Um, just there's so many different things out there that I think I can do better than I'm even doing now. But I can't get there immediately. I can't just jump straight there. I gotta, because I don't even know, right? I mean, I'm constantly learning. I'm constantly evolving. I'm constantly trying to grow myself. And it's a lot of work, and you just can't go from 0 to 100. You got to do all the steps in between. But things like books and people out there who give away good information, or even people that you pay to give you good information. There are ways to maybe not go from 0 to 100, but 0 to 20, 20 to 40, 20 to 80, and then at 100. But you got to have good advisors and good leadership and all that good stuff around you to make those jumps. They probably don't have to do 0 to 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 and do the slow way. There's ways to shortcut it, but not in a way as you can't shortcut it and just skip out all the stuff. No, you have to implement it in the right ways. And I want to make sure I've got the right advisors around me to help me get there because I've just got a lot of things going on in my mind and I want to implement them. But to just jump straight to it would be madness, absolute madness. So working on all of that, making sure that that's in line with everything that I want to do. And I'm just trying to keep my core values in mind. I have my business goals, both what I do on my day job and some other opportunities. And I'm just, there's no stopping it. There's no stopping me. I'm going to keep going and keep pushing and keep fighting and, you know, every day. And doing this, part of my accountability, making sure I don't just quit. And this is day 30. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I started doing this, I guess it would be on the 21st of December. I even kept it rolling whenever I had somebody else in the house with me. I had mother-in-law here with me, and I was able to still continue making these videos. So trying to just keep myself accountable, because I'm not always good at that. And maybe accountability should be one of my core values, but it's not. But I think it's all part rolled into excellence. And there's so many of these things when you go through and do core values. If you've never done it before, if you have, you know what I'm talking about, where they're subjective and you can roll different things inside of it. And I really think that accountability is part of excellence. Family is part of wealth, because family used to be one of my core values, and it still is. It's just rolled into wealth. Wealth is not just money to me. Wealth is having a fully functioning family, in doing things and making memories, and showing up and being present, and all of those things. So it's not just one. It's not just actually money. It's not just having power or something along those lines with wealth. Wealth can be whatever you want to define it as. If it's family, it's family. It's fine. If family is part of wealth, then that's fine too. And that's what it is for me. Health. I'm about to jump on the treadmill. I hate cardio. But I know I need it. And it was interesting. I hadn't been to martial arts for a little while. And I showed up yesterday, and a couple of people said, you look thinner than you did last time we saw you, which has been a couple of months. I mean, it's probably been, I don't know, November, early December. I can't remember. Probably November. And I don't feel like I'm any skinnier than I was. In fact, I'm probably fatter. I stopped. I was on Wegovy and I stopped taking it, so I assume I probably gained some weight back. I've actually not weighed myself, which is terrible. So that's got to be one of the things I push myself forward on doing, is actually weighing myself. Yeah, I'm making that right now, making it public. I'm going to go ahead and make sure I weigh myself. And once I get back on that, I'm going to do it every single day. And every single day and every single day. Because if you don't track it, how are you going to know? How are you going to win? How are you going to adjust? Winners keep score. I'm not winning in that, so I'm not keeping score. And I think a little bit is I'm just scared of it. Scared of how high I've gotten. I've always struggled with it, though. Always. And I would like to not. Health is important to me, and yet I constantly fail. I fall over and over again. It's because I make stupid decisions, or it was very easy before when I was solo on my own and I had my two kids half the time. It was just me in the house half the time, and I just wouldn't have bad stuff around. I mean, that was my superpower, was I just wouldn't keep the stuff around. So if I wanted something like cookies, I had to make them, which I did on occasion, or I would just run out and buy some. But it wasn't every day. And they were not in the house. But now there's chips and cookies and candy and all that stuff just around all the time, and it's so hard. And I have not found a way yet to always say no to those. It's not that I never say no to them. It's just hard for me to consistently say no to them. And that has been a struggle to me, both mentally and physically, as I don't control all that's in the house anymore. Times have changed. My world has changed. My life has changed. And that is a struggle. So I have at least decided most recently to make the, I don't know if I would say the better version of it, but the less sugary version. I bought the Swerves, a lot of different types of fake sugars, basically alcohol sugars, which can mess with my stomach, but at least it's not actually having sugar, and my glucose or blood sugars don't spike up. So working on a dishwasher of mine, I got to get that fixed. But once I do that, then I'll make some cookies or something. I actually made some whipped cream out of it yesterday, and it was delicious. Put some berries with it, helps take the edge off. Now we ended up making literal cookies last night. My first two, and first off, they were delicious. I had some fun with my oldest with it because they kept telling me that I was doing it wrong. I wasn't following the recipe exactly as described, and I don't need to necessarily. I can. It's not that I'm skipping steps. I just know that it doesn't matter in some steps where you can combine, you can separate, you can do it just a little bit differently, and it's not going to affect the consistency or the quality. It's just how they wrote it. And there's nothing wrong with what they did. It's just I didn't feel like doing exactly their way because I have my own personal way that I like, and for reasons that I like it, that works for me. And so I got to show them yesterday that you don't have to do it exactly. You can do it the way that makes sense to you instead of exactly as they describe. You got to keep the basics of it there, but you don't have to do it in exact order, unless, of course, it's something very specific. And you'll find out that it doesn't really matter. And making cookies, some things just don't matter. So, it was fun though. Made some. Basically, they turned out delicious. We have the recipe, so we didn't need to have 2 dozen cookies around. No. There's what, 5 of us? We don't need 2 dozen cookies around. No, we made 1 dozen cookies. We each had one, put them in a bucket. I'm going to send them with my older two later today. Get it out of the house. That's my plan. And now my plan is to get a run in. I need to get, say 4 to 5. I certainly need to get at least my 5K. Getting more in the 5 would be better. I'm going to go somewhere in between a 5K and 5 miles. I'm going to get after it. Let's go, people.